Hey everybody, it's Joanne Rogers here, Design with Joe, and I'm going live from my studio. I haven't been here for a couple weeks because I was sick, and you can probably still hear it in my voice a little bit. And then I was on holidays in the back of Beyond, and so I didn't even have cell phone coverage where I was in BC in Wellsgrey Provincial Park, which was beautiful, lots of waterfalls and things like that. So it was a wonderful place to be. However, there were also a lot of mosquitoes. And if you're interested, I can tell you a fun little mouse or mice story. And I can do that some other time. So again, Design with Joe, Joanne Rogers. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. I might be looking in the wrong place because I'm working off of my laptop tonight, and I have my iPad here and I have my phone also. So we're going to see if we can make all of those things work. So thanks for coming back, and I'm sorry I'm not able to see where your comments are right now. So I would love for you to leave comments, and it's going to be pretty difficult for you to craft along with me, isn't it, if I don't have your comments? And I'm so glad that I'm able to post because we were having a heck of a time. I know it was worldwide being able to post photos to Facebook today. So I wasn't able to post any of my regular photos, or when I did check them, there was no photo there, which is not great for you to be able to see. So anyway, let me know where you are watching from. That's great. And I'm going to try and get this technology working properly. I've tried a few different ones to see if I can get something good that works for you, that you're able to get some really good quality feeds. And so let me know how this one works for you. I want to tell you just a couple things. The first is my Above the Clouds creativity class, the creativity kit class. The registration for that ends 2 days from now, so on the 5th. So on Friday is the last day you can register for that. And so I want to show you what the projects are a little bit up close. So hold on just a sec. I'm going to switch this. There we go. So these are the projects. First of all, what you are going to get. So it's $75 Canadian price. And when you get all of these items, I can only ship to Canadians, but I have a PDF for those of you who are not in Canada. So what you get with this one is you get the Above the Clouds, stamp set, which is great for these little, what are they? They are balloons, hot air balloons. And they have wonderful little, I really like these sayings because what I like about them is that you don't have to be exactly straight. So they are moving up and down. So it's great for us when we stamp something and then we realize it's just the tiniest bit off. And then it's got all kinds of little ones here and friend, great for congratulations and encouragement cards. And then it comes with the creativity kit, it comes with a builder punch. So you can punch out the balloon and you can punch out the basket, and then you can make these pennants. And in the class, it comes with a half bolt of this polka dot tulle ribbon, which goes with everything. Put that aside. Oops, I'll make noise. And then these are your projects. So I tried to make some interactive projects because hot air balloons are interactive, aren't they? So this is the first one. So I give you all the directions for making this guy. There's embossing on here. This one is really a cutout and it's got some foam adhesive on there. This one is a reverse fold card with a tie, and then this actually is a chocolate bar that pulls up, and when you pull up the balloon moves. So I've got all the directions for that. With the kit you get all the supplies that you need to make all these projects, and there are some stamps, pads that you would need to have, and I've got all of that over on my page. So this is the creativity kit. Let me close some of this stuff here. And so option 1, this is the kit for anybody who lives in Canada, and I'll ship anywhere in Canada, $19 postage for $75. And then I also have an in-person class. So I have an in-person class on July 15th. So if you live in Central Alberta or in Alberta. And then the last one here is this PDF. And you can't basically see that PDF, but it is $12. So anybody in the world can get this one. And I have all of the detailed instructions and the photos so that you can see it. So if you go to www.designwithjoe.ca, you can see all the information there. Okay, so product of the week this week. So what we are working with is, let me just pull them all over here, and we're not going to work with all of these tonight, but my product of the week is designer series paper. So designer series paper is a wonderful tool for you to have, and so these are all the ones that are in the catalog. Excuse me, and I'm not going to flip through all of them, but you've seen me design with some of these ones. I've used this guy, and I'm going to show you a project at the end made with this paper. We designed with this on my VIPs page a little while ago. We've already used the Come Sail Away or Let's Sail Away paper. So there's all kinds of great paper in the catalog. And sometimes when we get started, they are the wonderful way to get started because there's limited colors in one. So what you have to do is just pick one that you love. If you've got kids or grandchildren, this one with the dinosaurs is great. If you love flowers or Monet paintings, if you like a little more bold, there's something here for everybody. So this week I'm featuring designer series paper. And our project tonight is going to be using designer series paper too. But I'm going to flip back to myself so you can see me. So along with designer series paper, I have a steal of a deal. And so my deal for this week, only until Friday, so until the 5th of July, is that if you order 4, you get 1 free. And that applies to all of the designer paper that's in the catalog. So if you wanted to get all of the paper that is just the patterns, so let's say you want to get all of the in colors as well as the Regals and the Brights, it would apply to that as well. So any of the designer series paper. So you might want to stock up because they are wonderful for crafting with. And you'll see how great it is to work with tonight when we use the Noble Peacock foil. And so that's my steal of a deal, only until Friday. And so what you need to do is order them, email me your order, or you can do it online, and then you just let me know which one you would like to have for free. So I have to pick a winner. So we, a couple weeks ago, we did this triple card, triple layered stamp card, and this one had 2-step stamping. And I did pick a winner from anybody who made a comment on that blog, on that not blog post, on the Facebook Live. And the winner of this card is Jennifer V. Vanderwecken. So Jennifer, let me know when is a good time to get this dropped off to you. Jennifer lives not very far away from me. And then also for that blog post, I don't know why I'm calling it that, for that Facebook Live, if you shared, I'm going to throw in the mail to some lucky winner, and we're going to use these tonight as well, the Noble Peacock rhinestones. These are really pretty and really sparkly. And so I've got everybody's name who shared. And so I love when you share, and I love when you share it with your friends so that they can see what I'm up to crafting, and maybe there's something that'll tickle their fancy as well. So I've got everybody's name in here, and I'm going to mix them up really well and hopefully only get one. So my winner is Kathy Gilbert. So I'm sorry again that I lost you all, and hopefully you will come back because we have a project to make. So Kathy, I will get these to you, and you love bling, so I know that you are going to love those. Okay, so this is a really fun learning experience, and I'm sorry that you're going through it with me, but in 10 minutes, I'm not sure that I can do our whole project. So I'm going to start because even though I have a few things, but if you share this week, one of the things that I want to share, put your name in the draw for, is this new Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So this is the eyelet lace embossing folder. I'll come a little bit closer so that you can see it. So that's what's up for grabs there. So let me know who came back on. So far I only have one person. I hope everybody else comes back. I'm really sorry that I'm having some of these technical difficulties. So that when you share this time, that's what I'll put your name in for. Okay, Noble Peacock. So what you guys are going to do, and then when you share, what I have is the sampler of every one of the Noble Peacock pieces of paper. So there's 4 6x6, and we're going to use a 6x6, so I'm going to show you how you can play with that tonight. So Royal Peacock is the stamps that we're going to use, and I'd better get a move on if I only have 10 minutes. So if I time out here, what you need to do is just come back. Please come back. Okay, so what we're going to do, you need to pick a color. So whoever is on, let me know what color we are going to go with. This has to be really, really quick. Are we going with peacock or bushel, blueberry bushel? Are we going with old olive, or are we going with pretty peacock? So thanks, Marilyn, for coming back. And you might be the only one to pick. So what color would you like us to use? So this is going to go, I may not let you pick anything else because we may not have time. So what color would you like? And I see that there's another person on, but I'm sorry, I'm not too sure who it is. So what color are we going to go with? Are we going to go with the peacock? Are we going to go with the olive? Or are we going to go with the blueberry bushel? Blah, blah, blah. Peacock, perfect. Okay, so I have pretty peacock paper as well. So what you need for this is you need 2 pieces of cardstock that are 7 inches square. And this is cut to 6 by 6, but we are going to use a lot of this, but you can get everything we're going to do with our box out of this one 6 by 6. Okay, so what you need to do, I'm going to move to my other sheet here. Okay, so we are going to score, and I may run through this very, very quickly. Okay, so we're going to score everything at 1.5. So you're going to take your cutter out of the way and score all the way around at 1.5. And another 1.5. And another 1.5. Okay, so you have your 1.5 all the way around, and you're going to do the same thing with the other one. So here we go, and I'm going to try and see if I can keep tabs on the time, see if I can notice when I'm getting close to 10 minutes. If somebody can even send me a comment when I'm close to 10, that would be really helpful. So you're just going to score those. And we're probably going to need that, so I'm not going to put it very far. And then you're going to just pull in your bone folder and you're going to crisp up all of these. Okay, so this is where in a recorded video I could just fast forward through all of this stuff and you would be you'd be able to just whiz through it in no time. Hi Janine, thanks for coming and watching. Hi Nikki, thank you guys. I hope I didn't cut you guys off, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut you off again because my trial period is limited to 10 minutes, which I didn't realize. So once you have those all burnished, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a side and you're just going to cut up on one of those. And I always like to give just a little bit of a tapered edge on both sides. And you're going to do that all the way around. So I'm going to try and do this very, very quick, but of course I'm not going to be as quick as I want to be. So all the way around. And then what you do is you go right to the other side. You don't want to do this side and come in here. So you want to go all the way to the other side, and you are going to do the same thing. All we're doing here is creating a little bit easier for it to fold in on itself. Okay, and then we're going to do one more. And all these little bits can just go in the garbage. If anybody saves those, good on ya, but there's no way that I was going to be saving that. Now I'm going to use snail just to make it go a lot quicker. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to be taking the ones with the flaps, and they're going to go on the inside, and the other piece is going to come around. So I'm just going to put some snail on my flaps. Now at home, you would want to be using your tear and tape, or you could also use your liquid glue. So now I'm going to line up this square, this flat edge with this folded edge. So I'm just going to pull that in and do the same thing over here. Okay. How many of you make boxes right now? And what I should have done, I should have put my snail on this before I put that one together. Anybody make boxes now and give them as gifts for anything? This one is a really cute box. So again, this is just a 7-inch piece of paper. So you do need 2 pieces of cardstock for this, but the decoration you can get out of 1 piece. So there's either your bottom or your top, and you're going to do the same thing for this one. Okay, but right now I'm just going to decorate this one in case I run out of time again. So now what I want to do is I want to take my pretty peacock. Is that not gorgeous? That is super pretty paper. And I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4. So I want a piece that is 3 3/4 square. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then out of those 3/4, so it's already at 3 3/4, I want it to be 1 inch. So you can get all of the pieces that you need out of one piece. So I'm going to cut this one down to 1 inch as well. Just line that up. I can get it to move. So there's 2. And then I still have a couple pieces here. Don't throw these little ones away. I'm going to do 1 inch here. So this is a great way to feel like you are getting a lot of use out of your paper. So this is another little one that you're going to have. We'll cut this one at 3 3/4 and then at 1. So, see, now if I didn't let you choose, I could have already had this done, but there we go. We've got all of our pieces. You're done with your cutter. And now what you're going to do, I'm going to use liquid glue for this. You are going to take these all and you are going to place them on your box. Okay, so I'm just going to glue those down really quick with some liquid glue. You can choose if you want to use liquid glue or if you want to use your tear and tape. I think I would go for something that is fairly strong as opposed to just using your snail. And then you're going to go on each one of these sides. Now the first box I made, I did make this larger, but then I wasn't able to get everything out of one piece of my designer paper. So I didn't think that was very economical. So then I thought, well, I'm going to change the measurements just a little bit so that you can get more out of your paper. Because I don't want you to be feeling like you're getting this paper and then ruining a whole piece. But how many people out there, and I'd be interested to see how many people have some designer paper that is not yet out of the package. How many people? Everybody? 2, 1. I have some that's not out of the package. I have some last year's that's not out of the package. There we go. So we've designed that. Now let's just pretend that this one here is fit into the bottom. How much time have we got? We're at 8:50. You know what? I'm going to go on to my tag because I want you to see the tag. So I made a tag already, but I'm going to, what color do we want to go on here? Do we want our tag to be the same in Pretty Peacock, or do we want it to be the blueberry bushel, or do we want it to be the old olive? So I will make you pick. It's for everybody who's on, pick and let me know which color you would like to go with that. So do you think maybe the one is a little bit better than the other? And while I'm waiting for you to do that, I'm just going to pull out a few more things so that I can be ready. Guilty. Marilyn, guilty. Judy, not you too. Oh, and Nikki, you have lots? Well, I think it's nice to know that we are all in that same boat, isn't it? Okay, so I need someone to come up with a color. What color are we going with, ladies? Olive. Thank you, Nikki. That's perfect. We're going to pull that one out. Okay. So this stamp set is beautiful. It has some very, very nice sayings. Great for congratulations. Very quite small ones. You are incredible. Very proud. This peacock is wonderful, and it has some gorgeous dies in here too. So take a look at the dies that come with it. So look at this peacock, and this feather is just beautiful. And then of course there's a one that will frame the peacock once you stamp it, and then there's some of these little extras too. So I've just pulled out a couple things that we are going to use. We're going to use the So Proud of You, and we're going to stamp that in our Pretty Peacock. And that's going to go right on top. And then there are some little flowers in there as well. So I'm just going to stamp that in my old olive. And I'm going to put that just on the side over here. And I'm going to clean those a little bit later. I've got my 2-inch circle punch. And thank you for coming back and for continuing to comment and be patient with me. Next time, I won't have this issue. You can bet I'm not going to have this issue. So we're just going to use that guy, and then I have some paper also in the, I'm going to use Pretty Peacock and put that aside. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a tag. So I embossed this one already with the beads and baubles embossing folder. And so this has just got a really, I don't know if you've noticed this one in the catalog, but it's just a teardrop really if you look at it this way. And it's more oval at the top and pointy bottom this way. And we are just going to use the decorative, the new decorative topper, which is really very pretty. So I've cut this just a smidge smaller than 2, and I'm going to put that all the way in, and then I'm just going to punch it. So I've created my tag. Excuse me, my throat has still got a little bit of a catch in it. I'm going to put these aside. So my place is going to look even worse than normal because I'm just putting things everywhere right now just so that I can hurry up and get this done for you, because I don't want you to keep having to come back in all the time. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to use this little piece here. So these little pieces, as I said, don't throw them out because you are going to want to use them. I'm actually going to use 2 little pieces, I think. So I'm going to put a piece or use my liquid glue, create 2 little strips there. I'm going to put one down. Try and get that as straight as possible if you're doing what I just did. And you're going to want to use liquid glue because this has some bumps on it because of the embossing. And I'm just going to stick that down, and then while I'm waiting for that to set up, it shouldn't take very long, I'm going to turn over and I'm going to cut it from the back so I'm able to see and cut it exactly in line here. I've got that. And I've got some dimensionals to put this on, so we can easily, oh, I've got 3 all stuck together. We can easily put this on and you could be done like that. But I did also cut out, and you can tell me, you have to get your fingers ready and tell me what you want to use in behind. I'm just pulling them out here. So I have a silver feather because I wanted you to see those feathers. Or I have some of the little fern type things that came along with them. So which of these would you like to use? I suppose we could use all of them if you want. What would you like to use? Would you like the feather in behind? Or would you like just to see the fern, shall we call them, in behind? Or do you not want to see anything in behind? Maybe you just want it like it is. So how about the first person that gives me an idea on what you might like to see there? That would be great. Let me know, please. And I'm sorry I'm not asking for very much input this time because I'm trying to be the feather. Okay, Marilyn, it is very pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is just out of silver silver foil paper. And I think I'm going to put the feather here because otherwise we might not be able to see it. So I'm just going to put a few dots of glue down there so it'll stick. If I were not in such a hurry tonight, I might actually get out my my sponge and my what is it? A silicone mat. There we go. So I want that to extend a little bit. I'm going to try and just hold that down so it'll stay. And then I'm just going to put my dimensionals, take my dimensionals and put it right over top. There we go. So I think I want to see that feather a little bit more, so I'm going to put it over here. Now again, pretend that this is a full box and it has a bottom. So here's our tag. Put these guys to the side. And now we have some of our pretty peacock scalloped ribbon, which is just gorgeous. And so I'm going to have this come all the way around. And I probably have about 16 inches here that I am using. So I'm going to have that come around and go into my tag. I always like to have, anybody else anal like me? Oh, that's not the right word to use. Anyone else who's very perfectionist oriented like me and you like to have the points so it makes it easier to go through. Hi, Debbie. No, you're not late. I'm having some technical issues. Hi, Tanya. Glad you guys are here. I'm trying something new, and I found out as I'm trying this something new that I have very limited time that I can process my lives. So I only have 10 minutes at a time. So far, I think I'm on my third little bit. So hopefully this will be the last one. So there's your bow. I'm going to show you another way that I did a second one. So then there's your box. So again, pretend that we have our box underneath. It fits right inside, and I'm going to show you how that works. So here's the feather in that set. Here's the set. Oh, and we have one more thing we need to do. We need to put some bling on there. So I'm going to put in some green. So that's the old olive. I'm not exactly sure what all these colors are because there are 6 colors on here, 5 colors on here, but they are awfully pretty. So there we go, a little bit more bling on top of there. So a really simple little box, and it's a good size. So there's that one. Now I want to show you the other one here that I made before. So this one is made with the mosaic. Thank you, Nikki and Betty. Hi, Wendy. You're a perfectionist too. I think there might be a few of us out there. So this is the first box that I made, and it's with the mosaic paper, and I tie it around so that you can easily get the tag off. And I'll talk about the tag in just a minute, but I want to show you the box. And I'm seeing that we're at 8 minutes. We've got less than 2 minutes here. So this is one where I made a little bit wider here, but it's exactly the same all the way around. And then the box is itself, it fits right inside. Okay, so it just fits, and you have a plain bottom, and then your ribbon goes around. And on this one, I did a few different things. So on this guy here, so it fits right over top. There is embossing on here. It's the swirls and curls in behind there. But I have a couple butterflies, and I embossed it. Hopefully you can see that shine on there. So this is early espresso on top of vellum. And here, so there's our butterfly gala, the butterfly punch again. Similar kind of idea here with my designer paper, much larger so that I could use that stamp set, and then a few more embellishments. And then this ribbon has come around and tied. And then I also have this ribbon just around the ribbon. So this piece is not the same as here. It comes around to the top, and then I've tied it with a little bit of our linen thread. So a couple different looks. Let me know which one appeals to you more. I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the way so that you can see. So which one do you like better? Excuse me, now I'm coughing. Do you like the one we made together with the pretty peacock, or does this one in the mosaic? Now the mosaic appeals to some people, but not all people. So, and I understand that. Even the color sometimes isn't necessarily up everybody's alley, not their cup of tea. So let me know which one is your favorite. So thanks very much for all your patience and sticking with me. And we will see you in 2 weeks, and it will be on July 16th. So I'll go back to my Tuesday nights and 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. And I hope that I will see you here. Thanks very much.